take you out. That's how it is with your weapons, man. The brothers brought it out to a long time ago, that to have spiritual power, it means to have control of the elements. And the Most High, He has the control of all the elements. He made the metals. He made your beloved titanium.
Your technology.
Yeah.
Your little circuits that you have.
Yep.
Your sensors and your antennas that speak to each other on how to, when you push a certain button, that device that's away from 100, 200, 300 miles away or whatever it may be, you can control it. Yep. I got this. This is Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 4. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolded itself, and a brightness was about it. And out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire. And out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man, and everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. That was the chariots, the mothership, and Ezekiel witnessed the angels that were there with the mothership. Those 4 angels, man. Okay? But it's going to tell you how quick they move. I'm going to jump down to 1 and 14. Well, I start at verse 13. As for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance was like burning coals of fire, and like the appearance of lamps. It went up and down among the living creatures, and the fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning. And the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning. That's how quick they move, man. The angels themselves, they can move. They don't even have to move. They just have to. They can step into different dimensions. But once they're in there in that craft, which also has the ability to do the same thing, but they could go as a flash of lightning, man. The twinkling of an eye will be gone. Like, as quick as you hit that light switch, the light's off, right? Like that. Yeah, you know. Like when you know you've been over dramatic, you'll be like you're turning on the light switch, but it's already gone before you try to think about turning the light switch. That's how. Well, if you go on our site, my favorite is that video of the chariot in Jerusalem, the Temple of Jerusalem. Oh yeah, that drops down.
Yep. Yep. And there's many accounts of these things, man. Yep. And everybody was like, whoa, because I think when the chariot did teleport, whatever it did, it made a little
like a little flash of light, and it went straight up like that.
When the guy moved the camera, and it actually made like a little, almost like kind of a little sonic boom in a way, but you know, I can't imagine it, because you know that you call whiplash and everything. You know, angels don't get whiplash and everything, but going back, that's what you're also fighting, Esau. Or into you 2/3, you know, y'all want to know it's so bad. Y'all want to believe it's such a, you don't believe something is a green alien or a green figure that has 3 fingers and everything like balls. You know, that's what you're fighting.
Y'all try to make the so-called aliens that are in the heavens be as like they're, like I was watching War of Worlds.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah. They made the aliens appear as like they're like an amphibian. I think I remember watching a long time ago the making of it. They wanted to make it appear as like a frog, like the appearance of like an amphibian, and how they fed off water. That's what basically destroyed them, was that organism that was in the water. With their hands, they had like 3 fingers, and they had like a frog has these little round things, suction things. Whatever they land on. That's not the way the whole side. The scriptures already tell us what they look like. They're dreadful, man. Sometimes they don't even tell us what they look like. They can come as however they please. Come as a regular man, yeah. They can come as an animal. They can, man. They can come as whatever they please. They can referring to their certain the attributes they have with them. You know, wisdom of man. You know, they're courageous like a lion. They're swift. They can move quick with their feet. They're wise. I got this one. This is Psalms 104:3. It says, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind, who maketh his angel spirits, his ministers a flaming fire, who laid the foundations of the earth, that it should not be removed forever.
What did you say in the very beginning about the waters?
Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters.
Oh man, like in the Florida, boy, if you come back to the world, what happened? You came out of the water, right?
Somewhere in the water. And there's even, if you watch, brothers get that book called Behold a Pale Horse by Bill Cooper. When he was in the service, he had joined the Navy, and he witnessed a chariot leaving the ocean, man. You know, so they're in the waters, man. They're in the heavens. You know, they're right here around us. Don't even know it. It's like going back to the story of Elisha. That was basically the one that took after Elijah. And he had his servant with him, and he prayed to the Most High to open his eyes, and he said, "Behold, the Lord of hosts." Look at this. They had the chariots all camped around him, that the army could not mess with them, the enemy.
That's why to hire ups, you hire Edomites that got money, even you 2/3, man. Because I know they a while back, I guess it's like 1.5 years ago now, but they had brought on TV. There's a way to have a trip to space now. You can buy a trip to space now when you want, and it costs exactly $1 million. But the rich people, I don't know if you're gonna try to do it too with the higher ups, but you know they're gonna try to go up into the heavens. That's like the stupidest. That's like saying. That's like asking, kill me. I'm right here, just kill me, because that's where they dwell. That's where the majority of that's where the Most High dwells in, man. But since you know he's coming, but at the same time you don't want to believe he's coming, or he's not real, that you control the thing, you're gonna go out there and try to get away from the everything happening on the earth. That's dumb, man.
Yeah, Esau already knows it. He knows he can't live up there. That's why he sends out those satellites, because the satellites are the only thing that can get further than a man in a fucking costume. The astronaut can go, because up there is full of radiation. It's thick with it. You can't go out there. And they use those satellites or whatever they use to seek out life forms or a better planet. Side is not going to allow that. It's set up. He can only go so far. That's why Esau can only go so far in his knowledge. He can only go so far in the depths of the seas. He can only go so far.
Yeah, you can't even go to the bottom, man. You get crushed. That's crazy, man. Because you ever
try to do it, and he knows they probably did, and they know that's how they found out. They got crushed. There's nothing else you can build that's going to go. Both sides are ordained it, man.
I don't get it. Personally, I don't understand it. But, you know, when you swim in a pool, right? You go to the bottom of it and everything, you know, your ears do pump a little bit. Why? Because the water's going around you, right? So it shouldn't hurt you. It shouldn't want to crush you. But that's where, you know, it's the pressure. Yes, the pressure is the Most High. Because how is it you swim in this level of water? Like, back before I came into truth, I went to Hawaii with my parents, and we went to this part of the ocean to snorkel, and I could see at the bottom of the ocean where we're at, maybe no more than, I don't know, 15 feet. Well, I tried swimming down there to touch the coral, and have them take a picture of me with the fish. I couldn't. I could only go literally 5 feet down before my eardrums felt like they were gonna burst. You know, so. Just take that, and you stupid ass divers that think you can dive all the way down there. Y'all just mock. Y'all just trying to tempt the Most High.
Not only that, you're thinking you're the Most High.
Yeah.
And that you can step out. You can overwalk his boundaries. You can climb over and see what's on the other side. Most High ain't gonna allow it. You can, but you ain't gonna get any further. This is Psalms 104 and 23. Man goeth forth unto his work, and to his labor unto the evening. O Lord, how manifold are thy works, and wisdom hast thou made them all. The earth is full of thy riches. So is this great and wide sea, wherein are things creeping innumerable, both small and great beasts. There go the ships. There is that Leviathan, whom thou hast made to play therein. These wait all upon thee, that thou mayest give them their meat in due season. That thou givest them they gather. Thou openest thy hand, they are filled with good. Thou hidest thy face, they are troubled. Thou takest away their breath, they die and return to the dust.
Right. But these are creations of the Most High that, like the brother said, you got certain boundaries that you cannot cross. And if you try to, man, like, well, then they have the Bermuda Triangle, so-called Bermuda Triangle. I don't know what that was about, but I don't know if it had anything to do with the Leviathan, I'm not sure, but I remember learning off a brother in Chicago. I believe it has to be true, I know it's true, the whole thing with the Titanic. Because we know it's well recorded throughout the Titanic's history that that people, even the people were saying it, that God himself cannot sink the ship.
Yeah, that's what they spoke great words that time, during that time, that not even the Most High could sink that ship, Titanic. And the first day it goes out, what happens? It's destroyed, man. It's brought to nothing.
But what the brothers were saying was that it wasn't no iceberg.
That was Leviathan.
He smote a big asshole through that iron.
Like in the movie, was it crackling? What's it called?
Crack.
Wrath of the Titans. They released the crackling. That's Leviathan.
Yep. That's a beautiful but fearful beast.
How does he look? We don't know.
Yeah.
But the Most High has it. He has that creature, and it's bounded up right now in its proper time when he wants to release it, when he gives it command, when it's not giving it command. Even it knows what it should and shouldn't do.
Like that's why you got the what do you call it? Mysteries or fables or whatever. I can't remember the word, but they call them the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, you got different.
Stories. I told you about it. They had on the report on the news. It came out on the reports. Well, on Yahoo, I saw it. I told you about that parasite they found in California. It was I think it was like 18 feet long. This thing looked like a giant dragon eel, but it was silver. It was a parasite though. This thing was like from here to like where that, like all the way over there. But it was like you sit on the ground. It was like that high up, that wide. But they apparently found two of them, man. But I don't know what it was, man. But that was a creation from the Most High that it died, or it died so they could get it, you know. But you know that's what I just say, that Leviathan. You know, you got like the theories about King Kong, which he's a real gorilla, he's a real beast. But you know, you got all these beasts that have been created that the Most High, like the brother was saying, he's got them locked away, stowed away for a certain amount of time. But the brothers have brought it out, and the elders even bring it out that in that day, when all hell breaks loose, that's why you're gonna be seeing and hearing shit you've never heard of before, man. You're gonna be hearing roars, and you're gonna turn around as a beast you've never seen in your life. Lately they've been coming out with they even had on the news a few days ago. A woman and a son were apparently doing some laundry or something in their house, and she was filming her son for some reason, but in the back they saw the chupacabra, or they claimed they saw the chupacabra, but it looked like what the chupacabra looked like.
What a demon, you know what I'm saying?
But they're having reports of this chupacabra showing up all over the place.
I got this, Ecclesiastes chapter 43, verse 23. By his counsel he appeaseth the deep, and planteth islands therein. They that sail on the sea tell of the danger thereof. And when we hear it with our ears, we marvel thereat. For therein be strange and wondrous works. A variety of all kinds of beasts and whales created. By him the end of them hath prosperous success, and by his word all things consist.
Hey, like I said, in the end, how did you say again?
By him the end of them hath prosperous success.
There you go. So they do it. So they will be released, and they do have their purpose. You know, it's like I know there's another scripture in the earlier part of Ecclesiastes where it says that that most of the works of the Most High are hid. It's talking about how you can't see it to understand it, but those beasts, those strange works, those strange beasts and animals. There's a lot of them, but we always know that Esau is constantly finding newer animals under the sea. Actually, we're joining the sea.
Discovery.
Yeah. But we got a lot of animals. Brothers even say that there's still dinosaurs out there, but they've been hidden, man, greatly. So because if the Most High finds them, he would abuse them. He'll do some nasty, abusive shit to them. But all these things that the Most High's got hidden, those are really being reserved though to help out. Like it said in Revelation chapter 12. Chapter 12, where it says that they're going to help the elect. The earth's going to help the elect.
Ecclesiastes 43:27, we may speak much and yet come short. Wherefore in some he is all. How shall we be able to magnify him? For he is great above all his works. The Lord is terrible and very great, and marvelous in his power.
Hey, well, like Leviathan, like we're speaking on that, Leviathan's a great beast that was able to take that, yeah, that he created. He gave it those characteristics to where no man can obviously overtake it. You know, these creatures that keep on popping up. Man, it's all webbed up. But all these creatures that are created, or this chupacabra, whatever they're finding, they can't ever catch it, but because the Most High doesn't want them to. But like Leviathan, I'm just trying to say, like Leviathan, you know how terrible it is. Like if you're or even a dog, just go with like a pit bull. You know how it can become rough, or if train it to be that way, it could be a real mean dog and powerful. You hear it growling and everything, to where a man can actually be afraid of it and not want to be around it. The Most High made that, but that's why it's saying that the Most High is greater than those works, because if the Most High has the ability to put that type of spirit in that creature, how much more does the Most High have a spirit? How much more is the Most High's power? Really, that's what I'm trying to get at. How much more than the Most High? Because the scriptures tell you that to not boast of anything that you don't have. Like don't boast to be something when you don't even know how to be it. So the Most High created that type of spirit. So obviously He has that type of spirit in Him. He knows how to be like, or not be like that, but it's hard to explain, you know.
I got Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11. Wisdom of Solomon 11:15. But for the foolish devices of their wickedness, wherewith being deceived, they worship serpents void of reason, and vile beasts. Though thou didst send a multitude of unreasonable beasts upon them for vengeance, that they might know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished. For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form, wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears and fierce lions, or unknown wild beasts, full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor, or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparks out of their eyes, whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy them.
Hey, well, like, you saw that one in Ecclesiastes, when you're reading about the ultimate. The Proverbs says that they'll be able to see, but if